Benji. Hello.
Hello. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, show your face in the place, my man.
Of course. How's it going?
It's going. It's going. How you doing?
Another day.
Another day? Okay. That's all right. It's good that it's another day. It is good that it's another day. How's everyone else? Casey, Angie?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, doing all right. Could have used a little bit more time off.
I understand that completely.
Yes. Good to see you all. Hey, Caitlin,
Hello.
how's it going?
All right. How are you today?
All right, okay. I was just sharing I could probably use a little bit more time off, but I'll take what I can get. Let's get started here, and I'm sure some other folks will chime in shortly. It was kind of a late notice, if you will. So sorry about that, but I appreciate you all being able to pivot. I won't be long before you, but I will tell you this. Those of you who are here, on average, you usually score a little higher on the speeches than those who aren't. And part of the reason is because you're able to get some Q&A in, and I have a few things to share with you, and we go from there. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. So let me just introduce myself a little bit, something about me. You may have already read some of this stuff, but I'll just share with you, let you know who you're working with for the next 8 weeks. And think about it this way: 8 weeks from now, it'll be spring.
Allergy season.
Okay. All right. All right. That's one way to look at it. I'll take it. So as you know, I'm Jim Golden, and I'm your faculty this semester. And a little something about me. I've been teaching at UMGC, oh boy, since 1999. Been here for a minute when it was UMUC. So we went through a branding effort and changed the name, which I think is truly befitting of University of Maryland. You know, I think it's good to have that that brand because it means something. It really does. And so I got my graduate degree here at UMGC, and I've been working in the I'm gonna say public speaking arena for about, oh boy, seemed like forever, for a long time. I started out as a Toastmaster and got into speech contests in the late 80s, early 90s, started winning stuff and everything. I said, oh, well, heck, since I'm doing this, I might as well start a business and get paid for it.
Yeah.
So I started a public speaking business in the early 2000s, Golden Opportunity Learning and Development. And I worked with Fortune 1000 companies, state and federal government, done all kinds of things from keynotes to training executives on how to be more effective at public speaking, presentational skills. So I know a little bit about the topic. I'm in the process of writing a book, taking too long, but hopefully I'll finish this year. So, but I'm working on a book on public speaking, and I also teach at University of Maryland in the communications department. Been working with them since 2013 in the communication department, teaching oral communication to the undergraduate students, if you will. And this past fall, damn near kill myself, I accepted a part-time adjunct position at Johns Hopkins Carey Business School. teaching business communication to international students. So as you can see, I'm pretty busy. But yeah, that experience damn near killed me.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Where were you earlier? Could have laid hands on me and got me up out of there. It was brutal. It was brutal. I was teaching 8 classes, taking the metro down to DC, coming back, and then had a 7:30 class at College Park at night, not getting home till 9, watch, rinse, repeat. Let's see, how did I eventually start going to sleep? I don't recommend this now. I started popping a melatonin and chasing it with a beer. It works, but don't. I'm off of it now. It works.
Okay.
I had to do something because I was just so wired, coffeeed up and everything to keep going, and I was just, it's counterproductive. But I'm good now. I'm good now. Didn't need any
I'm very
therapy.
glad.
Didn't have to go to any group sessions or anything of that nature. Once the break happened, I cut it out. I'm good. But I love the public speaking and presentational skills space, and the reason why is because it's something that I've always done ever since I was a kid, watching my father give presentations, and wanted to be like dad and things of that nature, and I started getting more and more into it. But I always kind of had the mojo, but I did not have the I guess I was a little rough around the edges. Let's just say it like that. So I needed some structure. And that's where Toastmasters came in. And I got involved and, like I said, started giving presentations, getting in contests, speaking and things of that nature. But the people there, they really taught me how to structure a talk and everything and be more strategic in giving a talk and planning a talk and things of that nature. Now, let me say something about public speaking and presentational skills. I want you to understand this. This is, I don't care what your major is, this is the #1 requested skill of employers. This is the skill that will separate you from everyone else you're working with. I don't care if you're splitting the atom. I don't care if you're cloning a cow. It doesn't matter. If you can't articulate how you can do these things in an engaging and understandable manner, you're just another employee. That's if you're lucky to get hired.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about something like an elevator pitch. Well, I can tell you this for certain. People will assess if they like you within seconds upon introducing yourself to them. And you don't know who you're going to meet who may have that opportunity for you. And you have to know how to approach them. You have to know how to approach them. And I hear from people all the time, and I've experienced people just roll up on you and they're just all in your face and just going on and on and on. And oftentimes we don't have a lot of time. So you need to say what you need to say within really a minute or two. And it comes down to everything, even down to your handshake. Even down to your handshake. I've had students come back and tell me on internships, they were complimented by their handshake. I know some of you on this screen here on this call got suspect handshakes. I could just tell. I could just tell. I'm just messing with you. But that really makes a difference. Just when it comes down to that. Even how you approach the person. How warm you are, your eye contact. Smile, never hurts. All of these things are effective. Nonverbal skills are 80% of your communication. Your eye contact, your posture, your gestures, all of that. This is where I come in. I'm I guess you can call it a tactician. I'm a coach. And what I want to do with each and every one of you who are on this session and who will be in earshot of this session is to help you develop those skills. Because if it's 80% of your communication, then, I mean, the math speaks for itself, right? So if you follow the formula that I give to you, or as some of y'all may be too young to remember the Wizard of Oz, the real Wizard of Oz with Dorothy and the real Julie Garland and those folks. If you follow the yellow brick road, I can lead you to the promised land. Cool beans? Okay, so before I show you what I want to show you, and I'm not going to keep you long, as I promised, before I show you what I want to show you, I want to learn a little something about you. Now, I know you wrote up stuff, and I'm going to take a look at that. I'm busy kind of getting everything set up because I started kind of late, some family business I had to tend to. But while you're here, tell me a little bit about yourself. And since I'm a Southern gentleman, Benji, I'm going to make you go last. Okay. All right. So Angie, tell us a little bit about you. Give us your 1 minute brief pitch. All things Angie.
Well, my full name is actually Angelia Salucci, and I like to go by Angie because most people mispronounce my name. I am a military veteran of the Army branch and have been a graphic designer for over 15 years. I currently live in the Pacific Northwest, and we moved here from Germany. My husband is retired Army as well, so it's a wonderful opportunity being here with the weather and the traveling and all that greatness.
Okay, so what
That's
brought you to
my basics.
UMGC? What brought you here? What brought you to us?
I'm actually from Maryland initially.
Oh, okay.
And when we were in Germany, it was offered to the spouses.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I really truly appreciate all that you and your husband have gave to us and sacrificed for us. And welcome. Look forward to working with you. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. Caitlin.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, I'm Caitlin and I'm 22. I came to University of Maryland 2 years ago after high school. That way I could study Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just started my bachelor's degree in graphic design.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now what do you want to do with this graphic design degree?
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't exactly figured out what I want to do, but graphic design is something that I've found an interest in past maybe 5 years. I've looked up how to build apps, and I was actually gifted this iPad for Christmas. That way I could use Procreate, and I have been able to use that, and actually just recently opened a store where I can sell my artwork.
Oh, wow. Okay. Way to go. Awesome. And where's your store? Online? Is it virtual?
Yes, it's a virtual store.
Okay. Send me the link when you get time.
I actually had a question.
Yes.
You said you're writing a book. Do you know what the name of the book will be?
Yes, the name of the book is Presentation Swagger, 10 Keys to Delivering Powerful Presentations.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it.
It's not done yet.
I heard it's not finished yet,
but look for it and maybe I'll finish it.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, yes. So thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Great. All right, Casey. What's going on, Casey?
You know, just another day in the busy life of my world.
All right.
Getting off of work, coming home and doing schoolwork till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've been there.
So I work full time as a marketing specialist for a flooring distribution company.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest flooring distribution company along the East Coast. So we distribute carpet, hardwood, ceramic tile, things of
Mhm.
that nature, to retail stores where you would go and purchase it for your home.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I started out there 6 years ago in their customer service department. Moved over to our marketing department about a year ago. And it's been great, but it's not, what I want to do for the rest of my life, which is why I'm going to school. So I am in school for the information assurance and cybersecurity degree, hoping to finish that if I continue to go complete full time by spring of 2023.
Okay.
So school and work are pretty much my life. And I've got a boyfriend. I've been with him for about 2 years. I've got two really good dogs, really good family, good support system.
Well, that's a huge help there.
Yeah,
Definitely a huge help. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I love your ambition.
thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Good news. Thanks for sharing.
Of course.
Benji, what's shaking, man?
This brings it to me. Hi. Yeah, so I'm Benji. I am a analyst for Apple. So I work with their retail stores to do like labor and workforce management. So just kind of in charge of making sure that people are showing up at the right times. We've got the right people in the right places. I am transferring in from a school in Dayton, Ohio, where I did my first 3 years.
Dayton, Ohio. Where in Dayton, Ohio? What school?
Wright State.
Wright State. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah,
I
Wright
did
State
my
Wrong School.
undergraduate at Central State.
Oh yeah, Central State's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Dayton has a bunch of great schools in the area, being so close to Wright Pat, so that's definitely a hot spot. But yeah, so I did first couple of years there, took some time off. Now coming back to finish my bachelor's. Um, I live in Washington D.C., which I need to fix that problem because I don't live in DC. I live across the river in Arlington now. But up until 1 month ago, I was just in the DMV area. It's been awesome, and came to UMGC just through the amount of ads that were plastered on every train that I would get on every single day. So it just reached a point where I was inundated with enough information that it was just like, all right, well, this is the place to go, and I finished things out.
I remember when there was a time that was not the case. You could not find UMGC. Oh,
Yeah, it's all
wow.
over the place now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that right. I mean, even the commercials and everything. I'm like, oh my God, I've been here too long. We did not have commercials in the early 2000s. Oh, wow, that is awesome. Something I wanted to ask you, Casey, I got so enamored with what you were saying, sharing with us. So have you all been affected any kind of way by the supply chain issues?
Through Apple?
100%.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm coming back to you, Benji.
100%.
You hold tight, man.
So a lot of driver shortages, and I guess material wise, because we do bring a lot in from overseas,
Yeah.
because of all of the ports having the issues because of COVID. Yes, we've had delays for just, say one specific item for six months to a year. It's been bad, but we've turned on the other side, I believe, and have
Okay.
come out pretty strong. We're doing a good amount of business. So
Okay. Good deal. Good. And you, Benji, have you been affected by that?
It's less been the supply chain and more just been COVID in general. I mean,
Okay.
we employ just quite a few 100,000 people across the world, and obviously with COVID and how often that stuff changes. Any of if you go to a local Apple store, you'll see just how constrained and stringent things are because they take that stuff quite seriously.
Oh yeah. No. I used to walk in my Apple store. Now I got to make an appointment. That is so true. Awesome. Well, I tell you what, you all are in my book certified badasses. That's the only way I can put it. You all are USDA certified badasses. I'm impressed with each and every one of you. All right, let's let me share a couple things with you here, and I'll just say them right up front here. Okay, here's my teaching style. I do have expectations. Now I do, one of the first things I look for in a presentation, any of the presentations that you're gonna give, the very first thing, in fact, is if you went over or under the time, okay? So we're virtual, guys. You have no excuse not to go over the time, okay? And now if we were in class, I would not allow you to time yourself or anything of that nature, because I think it doesn't help people to learn their talk. Number two, I'm just giving it to you right now so you can know. Number two, please, this might be worse than going over under the time. Please do not just sit there and read your talk. This is not a recitation, a poetry reading, or any kind of reading class. This is a presentation of skills class. So I will be looking for things like, I can tell if you're making eye contact to your audience, like I'm doing with you. One, I can tell if you are generating gestures and all of that good stuff. Now, preferably, I like for you to stand up waist high to deliver your talk. But if the room doesn't dictate that, it's okay if you sit down. The only thing I ask is that you demonstrate gestures, posture, and have a conversation with me. Okay, now I'm impressed that everybody learns their talk, but I don't want a bunch of robots up here. Okay, have a conversation. That includes commas and pauses and all of that good stuff. And I'm going to try to show you an example of one of my former students who delivered his elevator pitch, and I loved it. He got an A. So I'm going to show you. Like I said, I am giving you the formula. All right, so just letting you know that those are the kind of things that I look for in a talk. Now, if you don't understand it, take a look at my week 1 posting, because another thing I want you to do is not upload a file. Why? Because for several reasons. One, uploading a file can take a long time sometimes. And if it takes a long time, guess what happens? Because I know some of y'all like to flirt with danger. It's going to, you're going to run the risk of not submitting it on time, and you're going to lose points. That's like throwing points out the window. Okay? Sometimes the file does not download properly, and it might get corrupted. That's like not turning it in. So here's the best thing to do. Record your talk, upload the file either in YouTube, Vimeo, Google, or whatever. Set the permissions. So all I have to, and copy and paste the link. So all I have to do is click the link and view it. Okay? I want easy. If I have to hit you up for a password, that's a bad thing. All right? If I can't access it because you lock me out, I'm grading you and you lock me out, that's not a good thing. All right? So let's see, what else? That's it for now. So this will come along as I keep going here. All right, let's see if I can share with you the visual that I have. All right, can everyone see the visual? Cool.
Yeah.
You are the best. All right, so let's talk about this thing here. Everybody needs a personal elevator pitch. I even have an elevator pitch, especially for my business. And I'll share with that story. I'll show you that story later if time permits. Okay, so here's the deal. This is pretty much a 1 to 2 minute pitch soundbite that explains who you are, what you do, and what kind of position you're seeking. The idea, bottom line, is, figuratively speaking, is that you can pitch to someone how awesome you are in the amount of time it would take both of you to get to where you're going in an elevator. That's kind of it in a nutshell. All right. Now, it's an incredible marketing tool. And I tell you, I always say networking is hand-to-hand combat. And what I mean when I say it's hand-to-hand combat is it's not the what you call that, the stuff you post online and all your awesome credentials, which nothing wrong with. But guess what? Everybody else got awesome credentials too. You know what I'm saying? You're not posting against the schleps of the world. You're posting against competition. Am I right or am I right? This is what will separate the curd from the wheat, as they used to say back in the day. This, because like I said, you never know who you'll run into who have that opportunity. Think about that person at the top of the food chain or near the top of the food chain in the organization that you want to go into. Case in point, I collect autographs. Now, of course, I haven't been out that much, traveling that much because of COVID, but I can tell you what, back in the heyday, I used to run back and forth up to New York. I forgot where I live, quite frankly. I'll go up to New York so much. But anyway, one day, I was coming out the airport. About to get in my car and go into Manhattan when I saw this long car and this lady walk into this car. And I knew who it was. Now, remember I told you I collect autographs. So to me, you got to know how to get that opportunity. Guess who it was? Guess who it was? Take a guess who it was. Anybody?
Meryl Streep?
Ooh, that would have been nice. Not a bad guess. That would have been really cool. It was Oprah. Yeah, Oprah was going into her car and these big 6'18" bodyguards she had. Standing into the car. So I had to approach Oprah, but I couldn't get past those bodyguards. You know what I mean? So I walked up to the bodyguard and I said, "Hey man, was that Oprah?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, I really want to get an autograph. I really want to get an autograph." Guess what he told me? He said, "Go ahead." Oh! So I got in the limousine and she was on the phone and she put down the phone and she looked me right in the eye and she said, "How can I help you?" I asked her for an autograph. Oprah hooked me up. Boom, got it. One other quick story. Got to my hotel, not the same day. This was another trip. Going up the elevator after dinner. His hand caught the door before it closed. Guess who it was? Guess who it was? It was a guy this time. Guess who it was? For time's sake, I'll
LeBron
speak.
James?
Who?
LeBron James?
Close. LL Cool J. It was freaking LL Cool J. I mean, I was looking up at dude. I'm 6'1", dude like 6'20". I mean, I'm like, oh! It was LL Cool J. And so he gets in the elevator. I get in the elevator. He looks at me like, "What's up?" I look at him like, "What's up?" "Hey man, can I have your autograph?" Boom, got it. The funny thing about both of them is I never saw them again in person. What I'm saying to you is your opportunity, you may only see one time. And you got to know how to approach them. And you gotta be cool about it. Now, if I'd have rolled up on LL Cool J like Fanboy, you know how that would have ended, right? Only one of us would have been exiting the elevator. It wouldn't have been me. That's my point. You got to know how to approach that person. So here's the deal of this elevator pitch. You want to know how the sausage is made? Here you go. Here you go. Now, I made this available to you, so don't panic, okay? Don't panic. All right, so here's what you want to do. First thing you want to do, you want to share who you are, plus a credential. Hey, my name is Jim Golden. You know, I'm graduating from UMGC with a degree in cybersecurity and all this cool stuff. You know what I mean? Get their attention, establish that relationship. Then you want to set a specific goal or career interest. Now, this comes down to knowing what you want to be when you grow up. What do you want to do? That's why I asked some of you, what do you want to do with this degree? Okay, you got to know what you want to do, because if you don't know what you want to do, I don't know how I can help you or who I can refer you to. All right, so you have to know exactly what you want to do. Next, how have you demonstrated this interest? Now, it's not enough to say, hey, I always wanted to be, I'll just use myself, a communication public speaking professional. No, I've been involved in Toastmasters. I've won awards in Toastmasters. I've done all of this, all of that. You got to sing. Don't be shy about singing your praises. Sometimes you got to do it, because nobody's going to do it for you. All right? As my son used to say, closed mouths don't get fed. All right, number 4, why are you qualified? And I'll call this the UVP, the unique value proposition. In other words, how it separates you from everybody else. Demonstrate your qualifications by sharing your leadership, your work experience, your achievements, your expertise, skills, and strengths. Now, I'll tell you right now, your life did not begin when you started college. Your life did not begin when you started working. Your life did not begin when you started high school. Some of you done awesome things from K through 12 all the way up to now. So if you don't feel you're doing some things now, what about back in the day? Some of you were, well, I don't know, Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts, Girl Scouts, led the soccer team, won a national championship in chess, basketball, whatever, singing, gymnastics, swimming. Don't leave that cool, awesome stuff on the table. We love winners. And you may think, well, I haven't done nothing leadership yet. What do you mean? Were you the captain of your team? Yeah. Were you the manager in Panera Bread? Yeah. Well, that's leadership. You understand? Don't leave anything off the table. Don't be shy about this. Achievements. Come on. Things you've done, I don't know. Maybe you won the best singer in middle school. You were the best choir person in middle school. Don't leave stuff on the table, off the table. And your skills and your strengths. Hey, I'm a good listener. Hey, I empathize with people real well. You know, I've volunteered here. I've done this, I've done that. You have to sing your praises. And now, here's the sexy part. Here's the sexy part. Because it don't mean anything if you can't tell me how you can solve my problems. Share what you can do or how you can help me. No one will hire you if you can't convince them that you can solve their problems. That's why we want you. So now guess what you've done? You've separated yourself from everybody else. Because what most people tend to do, they put their credit out there and it's like, look at me. I got a 4.0, I got a Dean's List, I got a da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? What's that? When I was a kid, I used to go to Bruce Lee movies. I used to love me some Bruce Lee. After my dad, he was my hero. He was my hero growing up. And one of his famous lines, this guy was trying to impress everybody in the martial arts school, chopping boards with his hands and kicking them and, making all kind of noises and everything. And Bruce Lee just sat there with his arms crossed and he just clapped. And he looked at the guy, he said, that's very impressive. He said, but boards don't hit back. You know what I mean? The point I'm trying to say is, don't just rely on your credentials. You got to sing your credentials. You got to hit back. You got to sing your credentials. So share with me what you can do for me. how you can benefit my organization, why I can't do without you. You got it? And last, close the deal. Ask for that meeting. Be specific. Never, ever, ever ask a person with the opportunity to call you. You know why? I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Hold on. Hold on a second. I had these prepared just for you all tonight. Y'all see this? This is a stack of cards. These are people who gave me the cards and asked me to call them. Who in the hell are they? I'm the one with the opportunity. You get their card. You understand? You get their, because that puts you in control. And let me let you in on another little secret. Some of you may not know. You want to catch an executive? Catch him or her early in the morning, first thing in the morning. Get them before the admin get in. You want to catch them? Catch them late in the evening. Chances are they may be the one who pick up the phone. And guess what? Then you can follow up and say, hey, remember meet me in that Starbucks? I'm that person who told you all this stuff and all this is everything. I want to come in and have an opportunity to show you all how awesome I really am. Now, I know this is going to take some of y'all out your comfort zone, but how bad do you want it? I'm just saying. Yeah, y'all sit around and y'all watch people who are rolling, doing all kind of awesome stuff. Well, they know how to go get things. They do things a little different. Just saying. Okay, here's the script. I told you about the yellow brick road. This is the script. This is attached in the announcements. I'm giving this to you, the whole damn presentation. This is the script. Now, you can kind of shift it just a little bit, as long as I recognize 90% of it, but you can shape shift. Hello, my name is Jim Golden. I am completing or have completed a degree at the University of Maryland, University College, with a minor in, if you know what that is. I am interested in a career or position in the field in the industry. I've been involved either during college or just been involved in and developed skills as a what? In. I've also had an internship position. This might not apply to most of you, but employment with whatever organization. While at that organization, I developed a solution, solved a problem, remember? Or led a team that did XYZ. I believe I can be beneficial to your organization because I'm a good communicator. I'm a good listener. I have a knack for solving problems. I killed it at hackathon. You know what I'm talking about, Benji. May I contact you to schedule a brief follow-up meeting and suggest a specific date and time. Boom. Comments? Questions? Anybody give a damn? This is the script right here. If you give me that back with some energy, I'm not talking about bouncing off the walls like you had 8 ounces of Red Bull, nothing like that. I'm just saying with a little oomph, I'll give you an A. I'll be happy to give you A. You know how Oprah used to give out them cards? You get a car, you get a car, you get a, that's just how I'll be doling out A. You get an A, you get it. I'll just shuffle it to you.
I do have one question for you, but it doesn't concern the pitch.
Oh.
What part
okay.
of South Carolina or the South are you from?
What part am I a native of?
No, South Carolina. You said you're from South Carolina or the South?
Do not say South Carolina. I'm from Georgia.
Georgia. Oh, I'm so
Georgia.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
You getting
It's still the South. Okay.
you're getting started off on the wrong foot, young lady.
Oh, don't say that. South Carolina is a beautiful place. So is Georgia.
This call is over.
Oh,
Class is
no.
over.
Well, have you been through South Carolina or North Carolina to visit?
Yes, I have. I
Have you,
vacation-
you've
I
got to
vacationed
check
there
this
this summer.
place out. It's
Pardon me?
called Fuller's. Probably one of the best places I've been to get some Southern food.
Well,
From the South.
I'm sorry, that sounds too exclusive for me. I'm sorry.
You said it sounds too exclusive.
Yeah, I don't roll like that.
Oh no.
What part of Georgia are you from?
I was born in Savannah.
Oh,
Sorry,
I lived in
sorry to
Florida for
disappoint
a
you,
while,
Caitlin.
so
She said, "Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Caitlin."
okay.
Okay, so let me wrap this part up here, and then I got one thing to show you, and then we'll please get your stuff in on time. Okay, please get your stuff in on time. All right. And one other thing I do want to caution you on. In this classroom, some of your presentations you will have to post in discussions. Okay. Please, I'm going to repeat this 3 times for those who I'm going to post a recording for. Even if you post in the discussions, you must still post it in the assignment in the gradebook. Even if you post in the discussion, you must still post in the assignment area in the gradebook. Okay? Discussion and gradebook. Okay, that's being recorded. All right, where was I? Okay, so here's a key to ensure success with this elevator pitch. Start out strong. This will be 80% of your success. Tell what you do. Oh, misspelling, not what you are. Be interesting, be conversational, be authentic. Do you, be your beautiful selves, okay? Keep it conversational and work to make a connection. You close the deal with that eye contact and that smile, just how you started, all right? What if I'd have ran up in Oprah's car? Boy, that wouldn't, y'all have never met me. I mean, game over. Those 2 or 3 620 guys that were there, they would hurt me. They would have hurt me. Okay, want to show you one thing, and then we'll close out with some Q&A. Okay, hold tight. Hold tight. Let's see if I can get this. Just a second. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get this shared. There it is. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see this?
Yes.
All right. You all are the best. All right. Class dearest, this is what I'm looking for. All right. I hope you can hear it and I hope you can see it. Let's see.
Hello, my name is Bill Reynolds, and I'm completing my business administration degree at the University of Maryland Global Campus. I am interested in entrepreneurship. I either want to own my own business or help somebody else take their business to the next level. I have been involved in an entrepreneurship club and have been awarded an entrepreneurship scholarship. Additionally, I have developed skills in leadership and critical thinking and have completed a career in the United States Army of over 20 years. While I was in the Army, I held leadership positions where I was directly responsible for up to 130 people, and staff positions where the organization was responsible for 15,000 people worldwide. I also led a team of fellow senior leaders for the Combined Joint Task Force Commander of Afghanistan. Our team traveled around the country inspecting critical facilities for compliance of standards set by the Secretary of Defense. I feel I can be beneficial to your organization because I have a strong work ethic I can bring to bear years of leadership experience, and because I still embody the core values that made me successful as a soldier and a leader. May I contact you to set up a brief follow-up meeting next Monday at 10 a.m.
Boom. What do you think?
I think that was great.
It's great.
Really good gestures.
Yes, yes. And it was within a short period of time, 1 minute, 23 seconds. Most people don't have a lot of time. You know, that's the next meeting. You know what I mean? But he nailed it. And yes, you said good gestures, made good eye contact, but he also highlighted his skills and everything else. And Angie, he was an Army guy.
Yeah, I have lots of stories I could certainly add to from being in the Army and
That's
around
what
the Army and
That's what
all that good stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So, and this presentation is posted in the student lounge. Okay. So I posted that for your viewing pleasure. Comments or questions? Okay. So I have given you an overview of my expectations. I have shared with you what I'm looking for in a presentation, how to post a presentation. Let's see, what else? An example of the presentation. We've covered the script and everything. All right. And remember, 1 to 2 minutes. Stay within the time. All right. Be interesting. If you're not interesting, then I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to talk to Eeyore. Eeyore's cool, but you know, I mean, you know, after I had a melatonin and a beer. You know. But anyway, I look forward to talking with you, and let's do this in another couple weeks before your informative presentation. Okay. All right.
Well,
You any questions or anything?
I don't have a question, but I would like to thank you so much for hosting us tonight. I wasn't sure about coming, but I'm very, very glad that I did.
I'm glad that you did too. Yeah. So
Thank you very much.
oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. If none of y'all were here, I'd be talking to myself. All right. Well, any other questions before we sign off? Okay. A recording of this, I will make this available also and post it in the student lounge before the end of the evening too. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Great meeting you, and look forward to working with you.
You too. Have a good day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
You too.